Hi, Jane Duber here, and welcome to training number 2 entitled How People Change, How to Master the Art and Science of Creating Meaningful Results for Your Clients. But before we hop over to my desktop, I want to make sure that you've already watched training number 1. In that training, I introduce you to the profit engine of your business, which is your signature process, and I also share the 7 essential components of a highly successful thought leader business. Both of these powerful strategies will enable you to make the most of this training that you're about to dive into. So if you haven't watched training number 1, hit the pause button and go watch it. You'll be so glad that you did. Okay, if you're still with me, that means that you're ready to discover how to master the art and science of creating meaningful results for your clients. I'll begin with some good news and a little bad news. The good news is you have an intuitive gift for helping others move from where they are now to where they want to be, and that's exciting. Whether you work in the realm of relationships, health and wellness, business growth, energy healing, just to name a few, you have the ability to prompt meaningful, lasting change in the lives of others, and that's really good news. But the bad news is that today, client enrollment and engagement is at an all-time low. With technology sneaking into every single aspect of our busy lives and an avalanche of free information coming at us every moment of the day, keeping our clients engaged in our programs and inspiring them to act upon what they're learning from us is getting harder and harder to master. Now, why is this so important to your business? Well, first, if they don't complete the programs that they've already purchased, they don't get to experience the results that they came to you for. Secondly, if your clients don't complete the programs that they've already purchased, it's next to impossible to sell them into your next step. That's why in this training, I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you 2 powerful models I've developed for keeping clients engaged and in action so they can experience the results that I've promised. These models are a result of 30 years in the personal development world and 10 years delivering my programs online. It's also a result of my lifelong study of the science of human behavior and the psychology of change. What you'll love about these 2 models is, number 1, they're super simple to understand and implement, and number 2, you'll love how they can create immediate results by putting them into action with the clients that you're working with right now. So let's hop on over to my desktop where I will reveal my time-tested strategies for mastering the art and science of creating meaningful and lasting results for your clients. Here we go.
Welcome to Training 2, an insider's guide to how people change. I want to begin with a quick acknowledgement of you for taking the leap and investing this time in learning how to design and deliver profitable programs that impact meaningful and lasting change for your clients. You're a part of an elite group of change agents who are leading the way and raising the bar by learning how to better deliver on the promise that they make to their clients. That's exciting. Now, in the intro to this training, I alluded to a not-so-pretty picture about the personal development industry, that client engagement is at an all-time low. But what I didn't share is how bad it really is. Right now, less than 10% of students in a self-help program, whether delivered in a teletraining, home study course, best-selling book, or even online, are actually completing. That's 9 out of 10 who never make it to the end. However, what we've discovered is even more concerning, that actually less than 10% of clients in a typical self-help program ever actually make it past the second step of a process, making it nearly impossible for them to experience the results that they actually came to us for. Worse yet, when clients don't complete the programs that they purchased from us, they leave to feeling inflated, with one more incomplete, one more failed attempt to create the shift that they so desire. And in the end, not only do your clients not get what they came for, it's also really difficult to actually sell them ever again. The regret they feel for investing in one more thing that they didn't complete creates this barrier between you and the client, and it blocks sales. So this is definitely not good for business, as it erodes the consumer's trust and makes us question the value that we offer. So what can you do to turn these statistics around? Well, the good news is that you're already doing it. You're learning how to do a better job by keeping clients engaged and in action all the way till the end so that they get what they came to you for. You're awesome. It's exciting. And I will say that I'm excited for me to be able to share what I've learned on this topic with you. Now, in order for us to lay the foundation for this particular training, there's one insider myth that we need to blow the whistle on. That myth is that clients come to you for your information. Think about it. Today, more than ever before, information is everywhere. At the click of a mouse, prospects are inundated with information on any topic that they're interested in. And what's even more important to note is that this information that they're getting, it's often really good and it's free. No matter what niche you play in, your prospects have more videos, audios, and PDFs than they will ever be able to consume. Then every day, more and more offers of free trainings arrive in their inbox. So the question I want to ask you is, why would someone pay you for your information when so much is already available for free? Well, the answer actually lies in transforming your information into transformation by turning your signature process into a powerful journey that leads clients towards what it is that they want. So let's take a closer look at this art and science of creating programs that inspire change in your clients. Now, like an iceberg in the Arctic Sea, the information that you provide is simply on the surface, much like the tip of an iceberg. While it offers some value, on its own, it simply is a good idea or a new awareness for the client, and that receiver can either embrace it or reject it. And just like the mass of the iceberg that lurks below the sea's surface, true transformation requires a deeper dive into what's happening internally for us when we take on a new task or attempt to create something in our lives. Over the years of designing 24 courses of my own, and for the last 5 years helping our clients do the same, I've discovered that true transformation requires a shift in 4 essential areas of one's being. They are one's beliefs, behaviors, skills, and support. Whether you're teaching sales, yoga, meditation, or marketing, your signature process becomes so much more effective when you understand how beliefs, behavior, skills, and support actually impact your client's ability to change. If you truly want to design and deliver programs that deliver on your promise, listen closely as I share a simple process for unpacking the 4 elements of a transformational journey. What I'm about to share here is actually from Module 3 of a course that I created called Pathway to Profitable Programs. Using something I call the module mapping process, we help you identify the multidimensional experience your clients need to successfully complete each step of your evolutionary journey. And we do this by asking 4 powerful questions that reveal exactly what to include in each step or module of your signature program. Here's the questions. Question number 1, what empowering beliefs do my clients need to embrace in order to be successful in this step of my process? Question number 2, what behaviors does my client need to actually adopt or shift in order to be successful in this step? Question number 3, what skills does my client need to develop in this particular step in order to move closer and be able to create the change that they're wanting? And then finally, question 4, what support or structure does my client need in order to remain focused and committed to do the work that they need to do to produce the results they're going for? Seems pretty simple, isn't it? But these 4 powerful questions, they help you determine what your client needs at each step of their evolution, thereby turning your information into a truly transformational experience for your clients. But how does this impact engagement, you might be asking? How does this keep clients from giving up or dropping out? Well, once you've defined the elements you want to include in each step with your signature program, we then put them into a framework that guides them through the process. Whether it's a teletraining, a weekend retreat, or an online program, It's so essential that you articulate the step-by-step process to move clients from where they are to where they want to be, and that you understand what's happening internally for them at every step of the process. Now, to demonstrate this, I'd like to introduce you to a model that I've developed to help our clients really understand what's happening at every step of the way. I call it the engagement continuum. The engagement continuum actually illustrates the client path and points out the critical points of engagement along any client's evolutionary journey that you need to be aware of. So let's look. Okay, on one hand, we have the skills that the client is developing. In essence, they come in as a novice and they're moving towards mastery. On the other hand, the client is coming to develop various beliefs. They oftentimes come in doubtful, hopeful, but doubtful about their own abilities, and then our goal is to move them towards confident. Then there's the evolutionary journey. The example I'm showing you here is for a 5-module program that has both an orientation and a graduation. This is the model typically that we use when we create online programs for people. What you notice here is as the modules progress, there are key points of engagement critical for you to know about. In the orientation, certain things need to happen at that initial point in order to get them ready for their journey and committed to complete. Then you'll notice after Module 2, there's a stuck point. Oftentimes, if you were to look at the engagement of your programs and could tell where people are in the path, you would see the first dropout between Module 2 and Module 3. The second point that you're going to notice is actually in between each of those remaining modules. In other words, we need to sell our clients on completion all the way through. If you think about it, this makes sense. They come in excited, they're ready to get the results, and as they hit against some of the blocks and challenges that are inevitable when you're changing your life or gaining a new skill, it's only natural that they tend to lose interest, and so that's where we need to do a better job of showing up and getting them through those blocks and challenges. With this new understanding of this engagement continuum, you're now better equipped to break from old patterns of allowing the clients to just go on their own and now design innovative programs that keep clients engaged at just the right point when they're needing you most. But there's one more discovery that I want to share to equip you to better serve your clients. And until now, actually, I've only shared this model with clients who come to us to take their content online, and we build the private branded online academy. So I'm super excited because it represents 30 years of my own experience in personal development and motivating people towards a goal. It also represents my desire to help people transform both their lives and their businesses in a really powerful way. So what's exciting about what I'm about to share with you is that it does answer this question that so many of you are asking, which is a really great thing, which is, hey, what's really causing my clients to lose hope and give up before they really get what they came for? It's actually an important question, no matter what realm you play in, whether you help clients have a better relationship with their partner, create a healthier body, have a more profitable business, have a deeper connection with Source or God. Maybe you're teaching people to create a strategy for navigating conflict in the workplace, or better relationships with their teenagers, better sex with a partner, or even creating a business that they love. To inspire meaningful and lasting change, you must understand how to help your client navigate the emotional ups and downs that come from creating positive change in their lives. Over my 30 years of helping clients transform their life and business, I've discovered there are 7 stages of the evolutionary journey, and you'll find it here. The first stage is awareness, an awareness of the pain of their current reality. The second stage is a desire for something to be different than they are right now. The third phase is when we get them to cast a vision for themselves, a vision of what could be if they could wave their magic wand and have something different. In the fourth phase, it's all about conviction. This is where we really get them committed to do what it is that's going to be required to make that vision into their reality. Then we move into the next phase, which is knowledge. In this stage is where we begin to impart knowledge, share our information, provide steps and strategies and exercises that allow them to really understand what's necessary in order for them to create the results that they're wanting. Then, in the sixth phase, what's happening is they're starting to apply what they're learning, so they have real-world experience of acting on and implementing all that they're learning from you. And then lastly, there's the results, the observation of what took place, what happened when they applied what they're learning from you. Now, as you look at these 7 stages, what do you notice? See, what I found is the first 4 steps is where willingness and commitment are cultivated in your client. This is actually necessary on the part of your client in order to be fully engaged and participating and willing to act upon what they're learning. Awareness, desire, vision, conviction. This is where your clients muster up the courage, prepare themselves emotionally, and solidify their commitment to play full out along the way. It's also in this last 3 steps of the journey, you'll notice, that's where the skills are developed and the confidence is gained. By learning something new, applying it to their life, and then noticing the results it produces, clients are able to develop new skills and see positive results, thereby fueling their desire to stay in the game all the way to the end. But as you know, the evolutionary path is not easy for them. Clients inevitably bump up against challenges, limiting beliefs, disempowering habits, and disappointment, all of which dampen their desire to remain in the game. But if we take the time and take them back to their reason for saying yes, their resolve is then renewed and they're again ready to continue the journey. So, as you're watching where they get disengaged, you want to loop them back, remind them of what it is that they're wanting. Isn't that powerful? You now have an insider's look to how people actually change. My intent is to inspire you to use this knowledge to enhance your programs and products from here on out. Imagine what could happen if we all applied this new understanding to the work we deliver. We would collectively regain the trust of those that we're here to serve, and our businesses would have a breakthrough. So as I wrap up training 2, I want to check in. How committed are you? Will you join me in making a commitment to better serve your clients by applying what you've learned here and in training number 1? If yes, I have 3 requests of you that would mean so much to me. First and foremost, please tell any friends that you have about this series. For me, I've put my heart and soul, 30 years in business, into these trainings, and the more people that have a chance to experience it, the bigger impact we can have on our industry. Secondly, I'd love for you to participate in the Facebook conversation below. Share what inspired you about this training. What questions do you have? What did you really take away? And then lastly, I'm really super excited. Don't miss training number 3. It's actually my favorite in the series, and it's called Create Your Curriculum Cash Machine: How to Generate 6 Figures in 6 Months Without Losing Your Soul or Your Sanity. In it, I share a powerful roadmap that identifies your curriculum cash machine, your beginning, intermediate, and advanced content. And then I'll show you my 2 phases of launch strategy that gives you a step-by-step process for creating the 6 figures in course sales in 6 months or less. So dive in, participate in the conversation, and I will see you in training number 3.